I'm reading the Torah portion, and guess what? Amazing. Amazing what we can learn from the Bible. When we look at something that so-called happened years ago, hundreds of years ago, and then we see that it still affects us today. So in the book of Numbers, chapter 16, we have Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. They rebel against Moses and Aaron. So they rebel against God. So let me read you these two verses, and we're going to talk about it. Okay? It says, they were assembled in front of Moses and Aaron, and they said to them, now think about this. Remember that Moses and Aaron were chosen by God to do that work. This is important. And now Reuben, dysfunctional brother who should have been in the position of Aaron, but was not because of what he did to his father's handmaid. He slept around with the family members. Dysfunctional family. He took 250 men from Israel, leaders of the community, summoned from the assembly, renowned men. Wow. So now all these people come, hey, okay guys, come on, let's go talk to Aaron and Moses, because they're like doing too much. They should not be there. Verse 3, check this out. And they were assembled in front of Moses and Aaron, and they said to them, you take too much upon yourselves. All the community is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is in their midst. So why do you raise yourself? Look at the accusation. And I'm going to bring this back to the 21st century here. You know, why do you raise yourself above the assembly of the Lord? Moses heard this. He started arguing with them, rebuking them. No, he says, the Bible says that he fell on his face. And then he said to Korah and to an entire company of people saying, tomorrow morning, the Lord will make known who is his and who is holy. Wow. And he will bring him near to him, whomever he chooses, he will bring near to him. Now the testing period starts. See, sometimes what we forget is that when God chooses someone to do a particular job, then he is anointed to do that job. And he is called to do it. He's not self-appointed. And in my years of experience in the Torah, I have seen many people with talent, charisma, nice people. Their intention is always good, but they were not anointed to do that work in particular. And sometimes in communities, we do not recognize our calling and our purpose and our role. Just like Israel today in the world, people don't recognize their purpose and their role. But regardless of what anybody says about Israel today, in the land, they were still called by God to be holy. And maybe there's corruption like there is corruption here with Korah trying to usurp and trying to take away the authority of Moses and Aaron, who were anointed and called by God, who was presented to the community. Remember, a few weeks back, all these people, Reuben and his family, they were part of laying hands on Aaron, recognizing their authority. That was in chapter 8. Recognizing their authority to do their work. And now, because they're upset with the leadership, because maybe the leadership brought correction, we don't know, we were not there, or maybe because they're not getting the leadership to move and go to and fro at the whim of the community, now they are attacking him with rebellion. Same thing happens in Israel to this day. We have a government that is a secular government, and we have people who are religious within the community. We have secular people, and now sometimes when Israel is being attacked by the enemy, they rally together, but then when the enemy stops attacking, they fight with each other. That happens in every family, as we see in this Torah portion. But they're still the people of God. They're still the covenant people. Just like there was the family here, and Moses didn't have a fist fight with Reuben and the 250 people. Moses knew he was called, and he knew that Aaron was called. He let God decide whom he chose. I recommend we let God decide whom he has chosen. Because if we fight against God by attacking those whom he made his people, then judgment will come upon you and your family, like it did here in this story. So let it be understood that when God chooses someone, doesn't necessarily mean that that person is going to be perfect all the time. It means that he is set aside to do a role and a purpose. And in the victory that Israel had, undeniable victory, it only proves that although they are families sometimes who are dysfunctional, but yet still, God chose them on Mount Sinai, regardless. And then God promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, regardless of their obedience, God gave them land and their descendants. And I think we should respect that.